Hello everyone, Archangel Weggio here at the Richmond Regional. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you did?
My name's CJ, and I got top 8 with Orcust, Mitsurugi.
Alright, you got any shout outs quick before we go into it?
Shout out to Well Played Games, Downtown's Cards and Collectibles, the 2 locals, and the 6 people in my car who got me here.
Actual clown car? Alright,
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Alright, so hand traps, all we played was Frua,
Flip them around. Yeah.
Meows, and Droll.
all
So,
you
yeah, this is supposed to be Perulia, but somebody was borrowing it for today. I already had an invite, so I wasn't really shooting for anything, so I was trying to give them the best go at it. Basic idea is these are the only 3 to do anything, in my opinion. Like, you could argue Impulse, because I'm playing all dark, but in testing it just didn't seem to much matter. I wouldn't change any of this. I do really these for Perulias. There were a couple times where it would have been better. And then Mitsurugi cards, same thing as what Raiju's doing. 3 of the main deck ones, and then 3 of the starter. Wouldn't change this. Don't want to draw any of them. Don't really want to normal summon these. The only part where it's going to get weird is playing 1 Futsu, 1 Murakumo. That's because we're trying to actually do full Mitsu board before committing. So if you do get nibbed, you at least get something back and have follow-up. Kind of sort of playing a Mitsu deck with Orcust as a side.
Makes sense.
And then for Orcust cards, we got Grisu, 3 Harp. So these can basically get into Mitsurugi combo if you don't open it, just by normal summoning, thanks to the Link 1. And then if you already open Mitsurugi combo, these are the best cards to mill off Zombie Vampire to get back into Orcust combo if you can.
Makes sense.
The other Orcust cards, 1, and then 1 Wand. These are like the worst to draw because, especially if you already drew Babel, which I did a couple times because you can't pitch them. And I don't play an extra deck card to pitch, so I don't play a Barrigary board blocker. And then this, you don't really need but like one of because you're recycling it and spinning it back. And then I played 1 Greffer. It should have probably been cut to make card decks 40 instead of 41, but I like the idea of it because these 2 things getting stuck in hand, and also the
You
big
pitch extra Mitsu stuff. Yeah, that's cute.
Mitsus. We was playing Armageddon.
Is Greffer still limited?
Yes, I was
That's
playing Armageddon
crazy.
for a little while. We cut it.
That's rough.
So then we played 3 prayers and 3 ritual spells. So basic idea, like I said, you're playing Mitsurugi. You want to open Mitsurugi cards and do that before you even Orcust. And it also puts people in a hard position because they can't just side Droll. They have to also side Lancia. And also lets you play around the Charmies a little bit better too.
Makes sense.
And then we do play the mirror. The mirror lets you do all 3 rituals through the combo and just still leave you with 1 if you do it properly. And really great follow-up too because it can put itself back and you can research it later when you get into a hard spot.
Is that like a 1-card combo lets you get through all of them if you play Mirror? Like just like normal Girsu?
Yeah, well, yeah, Grisu can do it. Well, basically Habikiri.
Okay.
So if you get the Habikiri, it all goes. And then Babel, the 1 Orcust card. Don't play more. And then Power 1-ofs. Everything about this felt fine. Cross Out was probably the most sided out card if I was going second. Call By was probably pretty good. Foolish was great because Foolish is just
What were you
card.
crossing out? Like it's literally just Fua.
It's literally just no. So Raizo Mitsurugi, I went first, did my combo, and then set the cross out, and then I crossed out the ritual. And he's like, "My God, you're playing 3 rituals." I'm like, "Yeah." And then 1 Crescendo.
Makes sense. Extra deck or set deck first?
Extra deck. Cool. So Orcust Link 1, Galatea 1, like what makes it functional.
Only 1 Link 1?
Yeah, so like this is recurable, and even if they banish it with Abyss Steel, there's like 400 ways to get it back.
Would you consider playing a second one just to like be able to turn any Orcust name into like just get it in the graveyard past turn 1?
No, because it just like it really just doesn't seem worth the extra deck space.
That's fair.
Like when you go like when I get to this Galatea, like making 2 of these is like necessary. It's actually just impossible otherwise. And then other Link 2s, Dynamundo, this came up a little bit. This is like your IP pass normal Mitsurugi combo, but it also can do some weird stuff.
I wonder if this can add back to your hand instead of just summoning.
Right, yeah, and
I don't know if
also
it can do that.
and also you could like touch cards that like can't be banished. Like if you're under like Lancia,
Makes
happens a
sense.
lot. Haggard Wizard, this actually overperformed too. Just take 2 monsters, draw a card.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
it gets you the combo. And this is part of the end board because you're supposed to end with the new Link 4 in this, and then that's like 4 or 5 interruptions. This is part of the IP end board. This came up like a couple of times because people just don't know where to put cards anymore, and they're like, we love to put it here or here.
So you summon everything in the far left zone, right?
Yeah.
In your own far left zone?
Yeah, and then, but like people are wanting to put it in their extra monster zones or like right here, and you're just like, oh, okay, here.
EMZ's safe.
Depends, because,
Heavy quotations, EMZ is safe.
yeah, because these point side to side, so when it banishes and come back, and then this guy points side to side. This is also probably the best card. So this card lets you snatch steal, non-targeting. It also lets you recycle Crescendo, because Galatea 1 banished Crescendo, just adds it back and then just
Makes
reset
sense.
it. And also, people don't read all the way through. This card goes to the graveyard, like IP it off in the SP. It also is a free send, so it's another ding. Feral Imps, because of course Orcust combo gets you the 2 4s, which gets you to this, which gets you to Mitsurugi. Code Igniter, great, same idea. They Habakuri, they Ash the Saji, and then instead of making this, you just make this, and then if you have like 2 ritual monsters, or if you open wands, you can just ritual summon.
It's 1 and 8.
Yes.
That's really funny. I thought it was a 7.
The Nightmares are 7, that sucks. But
So this card came up more than the second Link one?
yes. Flame Banshee, never summoned it, never worked. I obviously play the targets for it. The target came up, but this didn't. 2 ding, because in the grind game, like you need this. Like it seems weird, but there's a lot of times where you just need to be like, all right, main phase, ding.
Makes sense.
And then the last card is the Zombie Vampire. Basically, if you don't open, like I said, you don't open Orcust cards, Mitsurugi, make 2 8s, Zombie Vampire, mill.
You will mill an Orcust.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a good one. Side deck wise, probably kind of short of jank too. Phantasme, because of Malice, is probably like the hardest matchup. And I'm also assuming that like it's regionals first couple rounds, people want to play Orcust too. Lancia, same thing, Orcust, Malice. And then 4 Bistils. This is mainly for the Mitsurugi matchups to just banish them and keep them all recurring. It came up more versus the Cyber Dragon player than anybody today. And then 2 Nib. This is actually like the go first card. You just do your Mitsurugi combo, Orcust combo, set this up. And then like you Nib, chain the Orcust card, and you don't summon the Nib, you just get to keep it.
And they don't get a token. That
Yeah.
seems really good against Malice.
Yeah, and it's like kind of like is really good if you have the Link 4 on board, because then you have a Sin.
Yeah.
And then the last card is Flag and Protoss. So there was one game where I opened Flag and I just normal summoned Flag to get the Protoss. That was the extent of it. Otherwise than that, didn't matter.
Protoss is banished 3 attributes, right?
Yeah, so
What?
we're not going to talk about it. We maybe had to pitch the Charmy cross-out target at the start of our turn to make sure it resolved, but that's fine.
Charmy crossout target.
Yeah, we had to just activate it.
Yeah, man.
And then you side the Purification just because full board, this isn't really an Omni, but it is an Omni. Two Omnis will beat most decks, and you just can't play through it.
Makes sense.
And it just ensures your follow-ups. Perfect.
Would you make any changes to the list?
The Dark Grepher probably needs to go. And the Meows need to be Perulias. I mean, other than that, though, I can't really argue with what it did.
Makes sense. Well, congratulations, man. Best of luck in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.